If you would have asked me 5 years ago even if this would be the state of things the way they are now, I would have said absolutely not. Sold out games, big commercial brands wanting to be involved with female football, with our team, the Matildas. Our faces are splattered everywhere. It does fill me with a lot of pride and excitement. It just shows how far the game's come.
Free kick. Catley. In it comes. Great ball! And this time it's 3!
This group is really special, and we've really stood for a lot of things and pushed the game forward and pushed our team forward, and we've gone overseas at early ages and challenged ourselves so that we could be the best footballers we could, and then we come back to our national team and we put everything into this team. I think we did go through a period of time there where inside the bubble we were very calm, we were very sure of our plan, we knew exactly why we were doing things, and the outside world were getting a little bit restless. We had a lot of losses and we had some painful losses, but we were really clear on the plan in terms of resting players when we needed to rest them, trialling new players when we needed to try and create some more depth, and I think we balanced that perfectly. And I think the whole reason we did it was to be peaking now, was to be ready for the World Cup, and that was sort of the big picture plan, and it was a great thing for the people that needed rest and a really good thing for the young players that got to step up and play in massive games and prove themselves. And now we've created this amazing depth that we've never had in any major tournaments ever, so I think you can look at different players and trust them in positions where maybe we haven't had that before.
Steph Catley, top marks.
That's a fantastic tackle there from Steph Catley. Probably a goal-saving tackle there too.
A World Cup is the most important thing a footballer can go to. I think it's everybody's dream to play at a World Cup. The main thing for me in a moment like this would be my family. I definitely wouldn't be where I am today in any sense without my mum in particular. When I was younger, she did everything for me. In terms of my football, she bent over backwards to make sure I could get to tournaments and to camps when she didn't have the time. She was working full time, didn't have the money, but she still managed to get me there. She was fundraising with these chocolates and doing all sorts of things, going around and asking people to sponsor me, and I was just a 13-year-old football player who no one knew, but she just believed in me from the start and sort of made me believe in myself in a way, and because I knew how much it meant to her and how much she was putting into it, that also spurred me on to make sure I was always doing my best and trying my hardest. I'm really proud to see, the girls I grew up with, where they are now, the people they are now. They've changed in a lot of ways, but they also haven't, which I think is awesome. We've been through so much, but the relationships and the friendships remain the same. For us as a team, we've always strived to be a powerful voice, and to see the pathway we've sort of forged and set up for the younger players coming in now, it really makes you proud, and it really makes you think that all the tough times, all the arguments and the things we had to go through to get to where we are now are definitely worth it. We grew up with no female athletes on TV. We didn't really know that was possible. I was sort of laughing at the media day with someone who was interviewing me, and they asked if I sort of saw myself playing in this situation. And I think when I thought back to when I was younger and thinking about where I wanted to play in the future, it was all imagination. I was wearing men's football t-shirts and pretending to play in men's Premier League teams out the front yard. It was all imagination, because I didn't think that it was possible to go and play for Arsenal like I am now, or represent my country at a home World Cup. These are just things that never even crossed my mind because it wasn't accessible in any sense. So hearing that that sort of the girls that are on this team have had the opportunity to watch us and to be inspired by us, and that they're still inspired by us, is pretty wonderful.
I think Steph's so underrated because she's a fullback, but I think she's one of the best fullbacks in the world.
I wish I knew that earlier. Yeah, that gave me goosebumps a little bit. You don't have those conversations with those younger players. It shows a lot about where women's football is going and where it's at right now, and it's in a much better place than when I first started.